A question was thrown to me, and I want to talk about it. The question said, can you get married to a prostitute? That question is too hard and at the same time too simple. But before then, let's talk about it. Before I dive into this topic, can you get married to a prostitute? Let me first of all define the word prostitute. A prostitute is someone who indulges in different sex scandals with different men or women for the exchange of money. That is the definition of a prostitute. You indulge for sex with different men or different women just to get some ransom. That is a definition for a prostitute. Hello viewers, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I still remain Emmanuel, your motivational speaker, your marriage and relationship therapist on Everyday with Sensor. I have come again on this channel to enlighten us the more, to educate us the more, to tell us more about things that we should know in relationship, or probably before getting into that marriage that you urge to dive into. Today the topic is, can you get married to a prostitute? Nigerians call them ashawos. That's a native word Nigerians use on these people called prostitute. The question, can you get married to a prostitute, is somehow difficult to answer and at the same time simple to answer. Do you know why I said it's difficult to answer? Because it is, now I'm directing it to Nigerians, because we are Nigerians. There are certain beliefs that when you prostitute a lot, you find it difficult to get married. When you prostitute a lot, you might be missing your locks. When you prostitute a lot, you might be, those men that might be coming to you to get married to you might be leaving you. But let me also take it to the Western world reasoning. It is live your life the way you want to live it. It is your life. You tell yourself what you want, and you tell yourself what you want to get from that thing you are doing. That is Western life for you. Now, asking me this question, can I get married to a prostitute? The answer is yes. Because that prostitute, you can change that prostitute. Listen to me. It is not only girls that are prostitutes. Guys are also prostitutes. When you fornicate around with different women, you are a prostitute as a guy. And when you fornicate around with different men, you are a prostitute as a girl. So it is not only the girls that are victim to this. Now, to answer that question, so many of you looking at me right now, watching me on my channel right now, will be saying, what is he even talking about? How can he tell me that I can get married to a prostitute? Yes. What if he is the person destined to be your husband or your wife? The only thing there is change, because change is constant. You can someday or today become a bad person, and tomorrow you become a good person. That is change for you. There are certain things you do in life, and at some point you tell yourself that this life, I don't want it anymore. At some point you tell yourself, this is not what I plan for myself. At some point you tell yourself, there should be a change. And that change is going to come from you. They say charity begins at home. When you tell yourself that this is what I want, it starts happening in that way you want it, because I will assume in yourself that this is what you want and you are having it already. Now, because she is a prostitute or because he is a prostitute, and the way we Nigerians reason about some certain things, it is like when someone is being gay or lesbian, there's criticism about these people. They seem not to live their normal life because of the culture, because of the tradition, because of the belief and all those superstitious belief. around us? What if it is the society that is something wrong with and not the people indulging in such things? Now, sometimes you got to understand that this is the way this person wants his or her life to be. So, let him or her be. Now, if in turn he or she realizes that this is not what I want, maybe he or she realizes that I need to make a change, then it's left for him or her to make a change. Prostitutes are fellow human beings like us. Reasons they are prostitutes best known to them. And there shouldn't be any castigation. There shouldn't be any racism. There shouldn't be any, tribalism. Because I am a prostitute, I can't come close to you. Because I'm a prostitute, I can't mingle with you. Because I'm a prostitute, I can't, eat with you. Because I'm a prostitute, you tell me that you can't marry me. What if you make that prostitute to be a changed person? Will it change anything from the name you are answering? I'm asking you this question now because when this question was thrown to me, I was like, are prostitutes not human beings? Why will there be castigation and segregations, criticism, and tribalism? Why? Let me tell you, prostitutes are human beings and they are meant to live a normal life like other people. They are meant to be cherished. Now, I am not saying that doing that work is a good one. I'm not saying that they are right doing the job they are doing, but something must have led to it, Probably because friends led them to it, or probably because they got into it because you want it to enrich your pocket. Probably because you don't like your livelihood. You want to increase your, earning. And at the contrary, you should also understand that it is not a perfect life. Let me tell you something. If you are a prostitute watching me, let me tell you something. There is time for everything. It is time to tell yourself that this is not the kind of life I want for myself, right? You wanted this life for yourself before, but with time, you understand that changes should come. You understand that there is need for you to package your life very well, because one day you would like to get married and have your own kids, right? So it is time for you to come out of that life. It's time for you to, pick your pieces and amend yourself. It is time to, to come out and be proud of who you are and be proud of what you have become. And tell yourself, this time around, you ain't looking back. This time around, I am going to be who I really want for myself. Because prostitution is not too good for human, okay? There are so many consequences that might come from it. One of them is diseases and infections. When you contact such, you spend a whole lot of money treating yourself. And when you contact HIV, you might spend the rest of your life treating it, being on drugs every day by day. So this is one of the reasons why you shouldn't indulge in sleeping with different men or sleeping with different women for exchange of money. Your life is very important in everything you do as a man or as a woman. Because I believe that whatsoever one is doing for a living that is good, no matter how small it is, there is always a better tomorrow. There is always a better days to come, better days ahead. Because the future is bright in the sense that there are so many opportunities to, to lake yourself into that will fetch you some reasonable amount of money to take good care of yourself. So this is the reason why people are despising you, because you are a prostitute. This is the reason why people are running away from you. This is the reason why you don't have the kind of friends that you need to have, the kind of friends that will advise you that to be bold to tell you to come out of that kind of life you are living. Okay? This is the reason why people are calling you all sort of names. This is the reason why you have been lagging behind in progressing in life. This is the reason behind why you have not met that special man to be your right man. Okay? People criticizes you. People make mockery of you. People talk to you in a manner that you don't want. But hey, no. You have your life. People should not dictate your life for you. Yes, it is not a good life you are living. You have to come out of it, right? But still, nobody have the right to insult you. But still, nobody have the right to criticize you. But still, nobody have the right to make segregation, to make tribalism, to make jest of you. No one have that right. You have to be bold. You have to speak up. You have to talk. Don't die in silence. Okay? Now I want to tell you this. Prostitutes are human beings like every other people in the world. They're not just human beings. In fact, they are special people. Do you think it is easy to prostitute? No. It is not easy to prostitute. It is not even easy to get such mind to sleep around with different men. That made them special. Yes, that make them special. They are strong beings. Very strong beings. Strong varieties. You can't mess around with them. You can't play them. You can't fool them. You can't dupe them. You can't use them and dupe them. Who are you? So prostitutes are some kind of human beings that are very strong in nature. They are ready to pass through situations and feel like nothing happened. So they are very strong human beings. So I don't advise people to criticize them. The only thing you should tell them, to advise them, to tell them to come out of that life. Try hard to draw them out of that life they are living, because it is not too good. It is not too safe. I mean, in the case of diseases, and in the case of facing embarrassment from the family of this married man you're having something to do with, because it might lead to brutality and some other things that I wouldn't like to mention. Okay, so please and please, if you are into this kind of prostituting lifestyle, please come out of it. Come out of it. It's not the only means of making money. There are other means of making money. Okay. See, Jesus Christ said, "Come to me, all you that labor, I will give you, rest." So Jesus Christ is a salvation to the world. He is the reason why we are alive today. Without him, we are dead. All of us. So it's time for you to buckle up. It's time for you to come back to Christ and tell him that you're sorry for everything, every evil you have committed. Pour out your heart to God. Ask for His forgiveness, and your sins will be forgiven. Now let me tell you, the moment you come out of that life, the moment you begin to experience salvation, the moment you begin to experience good life, the moment you begin to experience total difference in your life. Because that moment, people will start celebrating you. That moment, the right man that will take good care of you will come looking for you. At the same time, God's blessings will be upon you. God's blessings will be upon you always. So I urge you, we individuals, to please stop criticizing, stop mocking, stop making jest of prostitutes, because you never can tell the reason why they are doing what they are doing, because you never can tell the situation that put them into such lifestyle. When you put yourself in other people's shoe, then you know how painful it is. Do not insult them because everything is okay for you. Do not insult them because you're not living that kind of life. Do not make jest of them because you have it all. Now listen, all you can do to help them out is to pray for them to come out of that life, and for God to give them what exactly they are looking for in life. That should be your prayer for them, and not to criticize them. Nobody have it all. Nobody is perfect. Because if you start criticizing them today, if you bring out your own chapter, it will be like hell. Because it is not even only prostituting that is one of the worst lifestyles in individuals. When you open up your own chapter, you find out that you are even worse than a prostitute. So stop criticizing them and pray for them. This is what I have come out to say. Now, if you can marry a prostitute or not, yes, because they are humans, because they are individuals like us, they have hearts like us. So if you really love that girl, make him a change girl. If you really love that guy, make him a change guy. Then go ahead and get married to him or her. That is my answer. A prostitute can be a mother. A prostitute can be a father. A prostitute can be a bride. And a prostitute can also be a groom. Thank you for watching my video. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, like and share my video, and put on your comment on the comment section. I will go back and reply them all. Every day with Censor, got your back on everything concerning relationships, marriages, and motivational speeches. I got your back. Thank you once more for watching. I love you guys.